Hey everybody, welcome back to Overland Florida. I'm Kevin, this is Katie. We are on the Withlacoochee River right now. We got about a 10-minute boat ride. We're gonna pick up Ron and Brittany. We got some paddle boards, we got some snorkeling gear. Once we pick up Ron and Brittany, we got about a 5-mile boat ride up the Rainbow River. And we're gonna anchor somewhere and we're gonna start paddle boarding, snorkeling, enjoying the day. It's gonna be pretty overcast today. There's a tropical depression going over North Florida. So we're probably gonna get some rain bands and just cloudy weather for the rest of the day, which is fine with us. So let's enjoy the Withlacoochee River for the next few minutes. And then from there, it's gonna be idle speed all the way up, about an hour, maybe an hour and a half boat ride to the springs. So if we go left, that's up the Rainbow River towards the springs. If we go right, that's the Withlacoochee River, which you can actually take it from here, which is Dunellen, all the way to like Dade City. It's pretty clear. So it's idle speed all the way up there. Over here, there's no speed limit, so we're gonna air out the boat for a little bit and then we're gonna come back on the river, go up the Rainbow River. So we're back on the Rainbow River. I like to just go down the Withlacoochee River, just to open up the boat motor, get the juices flowing, because it is idle speed all the way up to the springs. So we're just gonna enjoy the ride. It is sprinkling a little bit. So we made it up the river about 5 miles. The sun is still out, but I can tell in the distance there's some heavy clouds coming. Ron and Brittany are walking up the creek that Katie and I walked up last time. So we're just at the entrance with the boat. Katie's right over here. The water feels amazing. It's not too browned out. It's actually pretty clear. So after Ron and Brittany come back, we're gonna take the boat up the river a little bit further, anchor out in some deep sections, and blow up the paddle boards. We got Ron and Brittany, and today we're gonna be testing out the Swander paddleboard. This is mailed to us, and we're gonna blow it up for the first time and check it out. We're at Rainbow Springs on the Rainbow River, so we got plenty of time to try this thing out. Check it for leaks, make sure it's stable. I think it's like 11 feet, maybe 11.5 feet long, so it's a pretty good size. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up and see what all is included in the bag.
So when we open up the bag, the first thing that we have is the pump. Set that aside, and it didn't have the hose attached to it, but I'm sure that the hose is in here somewhere for it. So we pulled the paddleboard out, and then on the inside we have the paddle. It's broke down.
Pretty nice. 2 pieces?
Yep, it's a 2-piece paddle.
Katie, go ahead and put that together.
And then we have, it also included a leash.
I like these bright colors, so if you ever lose it in the water, it's easily identifiable.
Also inside is a...
That's the rear fin.
Yep, it looks like it's just going to be a 1-fin board.
Yep. Well, there's two fins already on the board, so this one's going to be the middle one. All right, there's the hose. Oh, that's cute.
And then here is the hose.
They use their manual.
All right, let's go ahead and reel this thing out.
I mean, we know how to use it.
I think we'll reel it out on the front.
Just reel it out into the water, and then we'll hook the pump up to it and pump it up. So we got the paddleboard hanging off the boat. It does come with a pump and everything, but we're not going to use that. We have an electric one right here. Recommended PSI is 15, but since we're going to be in the sun, we are going to drop it down to, let's see, we're going to down to like 13.5. So go ahead and turn it on, and in roughly 9.5 minutes, we'll have a blown up paddleboard. All right, so shut off automatically at 13.5. Let's go ahead and unplug it. There. Then we got to put the fin on the bottom, and then Ron's good to go. So here we go, moment of truth.
2, 3. I push you away from us.
It doesn't seem bad so far. It seems pretty stable for the odd angle that I'm on it.
So Ron's about 6'3", so we'll see how stable it is for a tall guy. Not bad. So far, so good. All right, we're gonna let Ron get used to it. We're gonna come back and he's gonna tell us all about it. Do you feel like it needs more air?
Yeah, I feel like it needs some more air, but it's not bad though. It's still pretty stable. The paddle that came with it is surprisingly pretty decent. It's light. I mean, it doesn't look too exciting.
We haven't noticed any bubbles, so it's not leaking on the bottom anyway.
But this paddle is super light. It's not bad.
That's important because the last paddle was not.
So is the color like hot on your feet or anything being in the sun?
No,
not really.
Not bad at all.
It's nice and soft.
Nice and soft. It feels like it's a pretty sturdy deck. Everything seems pretty good with it so far. I'm about 225 pounds and 6'3", so I'm not the smallest guy in the world, and it seems to be supporting me pretty well so far.
Now it says max PSI is 15, but I only put 13.5 in there because usually it'll expand when it's in the sun, but since you're a little on the heavier and taller side, we can put a little bit more air in there, so it'll be a little more firm. But at 13.5, it's not horrible. So we pumped up to 15 PSI. It's a lot more stable, a lot more firm, and we even have 2 people on it now. So we got Brittany and Ron testing it out.
Seems to be holding up pretty well.
not that bad.
Almost.
So right now it holds 2 people.
Oh, it's going. It's going. And of course, they don't have the leash on. Good job. So the Swanner paddleboard's pretty decent. It's up to par with all the other ones. It's actually pretty stable if you pump it up all the way. I pumped it up the first time to 14.5 or 13.5 actually, and the second go around with these two on it, I pumped it all the way to 15 for them, so it's a lot more stable. Comes with everything you need except a life jacket. So if you buy this paddleboard, get a life jacket, a whistle, and you're good to go. All right, now you gotta switch positions. Ron's gotta get to the back and you gotta get to the front. Oh no. All right, we're about to get in. The water's freezing. I was in earlier and it didn't seem that bad, but the water is about 72 degrees. They're still trying to get on the paddleboard. We were anchored over there, but Katie and I want to go snorkeling. And there's a nice little sandy spot here. There's some rocks right in front of the boat, and then of course all the sand boils where the spring water is coming out of the ground. So I don't know how deep it is exactly, but I'm gonna get used to the water, jump in, and we'll show you guys around. So we're all done. We used it all afternoon and I already started deflating it. Just want to show you guys, it has a nice rubber mat right here where your feet go. Of course you got the little spot right there where the leash goes. You got one nice carry handle right here in the middle, and you have really nice little cord right here, elastic cord, so you can shove the life jacket under there. You can put like a dry box, little towels and whatnot, and you got a nice little carry handle right here. And as you saw in the video, they fell off a few times, and it wasn't that hard for them to get back on just using this handle right here in the middle to pull themselves up. So I'm gonna roll it up, put it back in the bag, and then we are done paddleboarding for the day. So we had a good afternoon of paddleboarding and snorkeling, and now we're headed back downriver. Got the dive boats out, got a bunch of divers in the water, people just hanging out. I think we're gonna stop at Swampy's. Last time we went to Swampy's, I said I wouldn't go back, but it's the only place on the river that I can actually park the boat and keep an eye on the boat because we have a lot of gear in here. So we're heading back. It is pretty windy. It's starting to get pretty cloudy. Still a really nice day though. So I want to say this awning is probably one of the best investments I've gotten for this boat. It is now starting to rain, and it's keeping the rain totally off of us. It cost about $135 on Amazon. totally worth it. Pretty good quality. So we made it to Swampy's. They got live music. We got the boat parked over there, so should be a good end to our afternoon. So typical Swampy's, the food was okay, the service sucked, but other than that, we're on our way back to the boat ramp. It's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so we spent a good almost 5.5 hours out here today, or maybe 6. We just saw some otters. He just went down, so we'll see where he pops up. Oh, he's right there. Okay. 2 of them. Or 3. 4. There's 4 otters. They can swim pretty far in the water, so we'll see where they pop up. Oh, they're over there. Yeah, they're way up there now. And I was just about to say we went the entire day with only seeing a couple turtles and a few fish, but I'm glad we got to see the otters. We saw them the last 2 times we were here, I think. A little further up the river, not down this far, but they're usually in a pack of 3 or 4 or more. So, what a mess. We brought so much stuff with us, paddle boards, pumps, snorkeling stuff. Fit 4 adults. We still got up to like 24 miles an hour with a little 20 horsepower on there. Like I said, this boat just impresses me every time we take it out. It does everything we want to do, with it just being such a cheap little old boat. I paid about $3,000 for this on Facebook Marketplace. It's a 2008. All right, we're gonna get everything put away. If you guys want stickers or t-shirts, in the description below. We finally came out with t-shirts and some stickers, so you can order some of those. And Sunday, October 10th, at the north beach of the Sunshine Skyway Pier or bridge, we're having a meetup at 8 o'clock in the morning, so everyone's welcome. There's usually between 30 and 50 trucks and Jeeps and 4Runners and SUVs and vans and truck campers, just a variety of everything. Everyone's welcome. There's an event on Facebook if you guys are on Facebook, but everyone just brings paddle boards and floats and chairs, and you park right up on the beach. You can drive on the beach, so it's pretty fun. There goes Ron with his new paddle board. All right, so we've designated every other Sunday starting today from now to the end of the year is paddleboard Sundays. So if you guys got paddle boards, kayaks, or floats or whatever, not necessarily using boats every time. It's probably just gonna be straight paddle boards. We're gonna go out paddleboarding every other Sunday. So you guys that are looking for people to paddleboard with, or if you don't have paddle boards and you wanna try paddleboarding, I have like 10 or 11 paddle boards now. Maybe there's some more in the mail, I don't know, but now is your opportunity to come paddleboarding. We're gonna hit various springs. Not all gonna be the same springs every time. We're gonna do Chasselwitzka, some springs like that. A lot of ones you can swim in. There's caves there, you can dive through the caves if you want to. So just stay tuned. Probably the easiest way to find out about it is just on Facebook. I'll just post on Facebook in the little Overland Florida Facebook page or the Facebook group. We'll do a little poll on the Florida Facebook page, and we'll see what springs you guys want to go to. Majority wins, probably. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want stickers or shirts, look in the description of the video. If you're interested in any of the paddle boards, I'll put those links in the description as well.